Hello, we're here today with Professor XL, Jonathan Truby, here to talk about some of his wonderful products from XL Lubricants. Jonathan, what do you have for us today?
Well, today I have the XL motor cleaner. This is the dip tub, and we'll also be showing you the spray cleaner.
Professor, could you tell us a little bit more about the motor cleaner?
Sure, it's non-conductive, plastic compatible, ozone safe, and it can free up a frozen motor. It gets rid of the everyday dirt and grime you build up running your trains, and before re-oiling it gets rid of all that stuff so that you don't build up dirt and grime, adding new oil to it, making it even worse and wearing out your gears.
Well, thank you very much. Why don't we demonstrate it?
Sure, we could do that. Alright, the first thing I'm going to show you is the dip tub. Now this requires taking the motor out of the locomotive. Let's see, get this puppy out of here. Okay, obviously it takes a little more than that. Then you will hook it up to a power source, a low voltage power source. I used the Protec with a couple of alligator clips.
Can you tell us why that is, Professor, that you require a low voltage power source?
Yeah, you don't want to blow your motor with too many amps. You want to keep it at a low amperage. Then you carefully open this stuff up because it's very thin, and you can actually take the whole motor, dip it in there, and let the motor do its own cleaning.
And as you can see, the oil is starting to come out with the fluid, and the fluid is changing color as it's stripped from the motor.
You take your motor out, you set it on some paper towels, disconnect your power, close the lid because it does evaporate quite rapidly, and now your motor is very clean. To speed up the process, we're going to use a little bit of canned air. It helps dry up the fluid, cleaning fluid, so that you can move on to lubricating.
Otherwise, about how long would it take to dry?
5-10 minutes. All you got to do is let it sit air dry for 5-10 minutes, and it should be ready to oil. Now, the first thing we're going to do is re-oil the motor bearings, because the fluid takes the motor right out of the bearings. Now we're using the XL Medium on the bearings. It's an excellent penetrating oil. It also has a touch of graphite to help with lubricity.
Does that also help with conductivity?
Yes, it is conductive, so it does help with conductivity. You give it a couple spins and just let it sit for a while to let the lubricant penetrate into the bearing.
Professor, is there anything else you can use the motor cleaner for?
Yes, actually you can, we'll switch from the dip tub to the spray cleaner, and that pretty much takes care of everything else on the locomotive. Your gearbox, your motor block. Put the motor block aside there and attack the gearbox. Now, just take this apart. Give me a second here. Screwdriver with multi-tips is very handy to have. Just pop that apart. Now we'll start with the dirty box here. And I like to use Q-tips and assorted toothpicks with floss for the cleaning. It's very handy, easy to get. You want to get all the old grease and dirt out of there. Now, I don't know if you can see how clean that is now, but it's spotless. And then you want to get the other parts. Give it a spray here.
Now, it is amazing to see that if you look at the paper towel below the Professor, you can actually see that oil and grease running off the gear block there.
This is where the toothpick comes in handy with the floss for cleaning out these gears. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard to do it and show you at the same time. But it gets all the crud out of the gear teeth. Give us a little squirt. Take another Q-tip. Get all that stuff out of there. As you can see, the Q-tip's not that dirty anymore. It's got quite a bit of that out of there. Well, actually, it's got it all out of there. And to speed things up, use a little air. And then you would just re-grease, reassemble, and you got yourself a nice clean locomotive.
Well, we appreciate your time today, Professor, and we appreciate the motor cleaner that you have produced. Hopefully, people will find a good use for it. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, that's about it.
All right, then. That was Professor Excel Jonathan Trubig, and we will look forward to more videos of other products that he might have. Thank you very much, and look for his products at your local dealers, including MD Trains. Thank you.